We are at the final 6 of the North Dakota State Poker title. We moved some of the players around so we could see them better, get them in some better lighting. We did find out that chip average problem. Sounds great. We have a new commentator coming in. Go ahead and have a seat. Put on the headphones. The chip average problem we talked about is the clock. This is the auxiliary clock that they used for the feature table room. Was set up to have 20K starting stack instead of a 25K starting stack. And so there were physically way more chips in play than what the computer thought there was. So that's what that is. There you go. Somebody just busted the first hand? The first couple hands. All right.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. Somebody's going to bust here in the first couple hands. Well, we've got ace-king against ace-jack on the first hand with Brandon and Josh. Brandon only has 3.8 million, so if he's going to bust right now, Josh, who has all the chips, possibly hits a jack to bust Brandon. It might come out like ace-jack reg, and they get it all in.
Very possible.
All right. What was your name?
My name is Chad.
Chad.
Yeah. Thanks
Okay.
for having me, Eric.
Good to be here.
I don't have much to say. I did want to thank you for all of this. I wanted to encourage any viewers to hit all of the necessary follow buttons and share. It's been a blast having you.
Yeah, like, follow, share. It's so fun. Especially on Facebook. Hey, okay, so that didn't happen. Ace-jack folded.
Yeah, well, sorry. Talking about other stuff.
Wow, while we were talking, ace-jack just got away from it. 5-handed. Okay, I don't know what the action was, but it must have been enough that ace-jack decided not to play. What do you think about that, 5-handed?
5-handed, pretty shallow. Tell me, which one is Josh here? He's got
Josh is right there with all the chips.
All right, yep.
He
perfect.
won this event 2 years ago today.
No way.
And now he's got all the chips here in 2022. Now,
Cool.
we just lost Jamie right before the break. He won the first Roughrider Poker Tour event that I streamed 6 weeks ago. He won that one, and he made it really deep. Ended up in 6th place here.
That one I do remember, specifically because he took my chips. So he's a big tournament player.
That was fun. Did I meet you in Devil's Lake?
Briefly, very
Okay.
briefly.
I was, my brain was scrambled. I was trying to get everything going. There was a big mess, but so I forgot everybody I met that weekend. Arlie raises to 450 to 2.2. Just a nice little raise. We don't know what he has, but Brandon's looking to defend with a queen 10. They've both got about 3.5 million chips. Okay, wait 1 second. There it is. Okay, we had a little flop delay. It went check, check on the flop. Now Brandon hits his 10. We don't know if it's good because we don't know what Arlie has.
He's got the Jack Links mystery hand.
Yes. So I think Brandon leads out when it goes check, check. Arlie raised pre-flop. It goes check, check on the flop. Brandon bets 375. Arlie called. Okay. And a 5 comes out. That's a hand. That's a card that doesn't matter at all unless Arlie has pocket 5s that he floated the turn with. I like to see a good bet. There's 2 million in the pot. Let's make it like a million, half a pot size bet. He made really small, 375. He wants a call.
Do you ever try that bet to entice a raise?
I'm not that good. I can't be advanced like that. That's definitely a call me bet. Arlie can call him with a better 10. Let's say king 10 that he.
He's thinking about something.
So he raises. What do you do if you're Brandon? Let's say he makes it 2 million. Like that. Let's say he does that. Now what do you do if you're Brandon with top pair, queen kicker?
We shall find out. What a great question. Great timing.
Wow. So he makes it 1.25. That's what I was just saying. What do you do if he makes it $1 million? What do you do if you're Brandon with top pair? Did you miss your flush draw, Arlie? Is that why you checked? Or did you check because you crushed that flop with pocket nines? He calls.
Found the call button.
All right, now Melissa has to. I saw face cards. And the pot is getting shipped to Brandon. Now let's see if Melissa types in his cards. And she just put, don't know his cards. So he must have just mucked them.
Shoot.
Yeah, Benny threw them in the muck really fast. So as soon as he called, Arlie must have just mucked his cards. So we don't know what he had. But it did not beat a 10 high. I mean, did not beat a pair of 10s.
That we know. I love the heart there, though, in terms of going for it.
Right?
Yeah.
That's such a tough spot. If Brandon doesn't have a pair, it works. If Brandon doesn't have top pair, it works. I think a C-bet on the flop is what Arlie really needed to do to take that hand away from Brandon. But once Brandon turned the 10, good call by Brandon. It's really hard to call with one pair.
For sure. What a great turnout this year. 777 players. Is that exact?
No, it was 778 when he was messing around with the chip count because he had to adjust it to 25. He must have accidentally taken out a player because it's just clicking a button.
Yep.
I'll bet you I know what happened. When Jamie busted, instead of busting Jamie, they took out a player.
Okay.
Accidentally.
Okay.
That makes sense too.
So Jamie had to walk out the door with no money?
Yeah, they're like, sorry, man.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, verbal's binding. You're out.
So at the table we do have Mike Zietz. Haven't seen some action out of him yet, but he brought the entire rail that's out there.
Yeah, the rail is hopping.
Zietzes are out, as you might expect, in full force.
Now we are only in hand 3, come back from break, but Mike's VPIP is 0, pre-flop raising 0, aggression 0. He has not. I mean, it's only 3 hands.
Is that typically what you shoot for? Is a VPIP of 0?
I try to get to closer to like 30.
Okay.
Oh, all in the call. Wow, that was so fast. Josh is open-ended, needs an 8, a king, or a queen to get a better pair, and he gets it. I got you. So Josh just eliminates Chad. Wow. That was quick. I mean, I suppose because Josh has all of the chips in play, it was an easy call for him being open-ended with overcards. Chad just busted in 5th place. Yeah, I purposely didn't fill out the payouts just in case they chop. Oh, you don't care about that? Got it. Okay. I see. I would have done that for you then.
So now with 4 players, suddenly the pay jumps get even more drastic than they were before.
Yeah, next, so Chad gets 4,670, I think, and the next one up is 6,300, I think. You got earphones for that? And then just about 8,000 for 3rd place, over 11,000 for 2nd place, and 20,550 up top. We're getting into real money now. All right, look at that, 776.
There we go.
That's exactly what she's doing. Instead of taking out a player, she's taking out an entry. That should be at 778, right? Yeah, we just noticed it was at 777 when Jamie busted, and now it went down to 776. So whoever's doing that is accidentally taking out an entry instead of taking out a player. So give us back 2 more entries and take out 2 players. Come on, Zeets, keep it going, brah. Casey says on Facebook. LFG Josh Jr. Gons says. And Megan says Zeets strong. Everybody watching on Facebook up there. Back to the hand. Brandon with the ace and the jack suited.
Pretty strong holdings.
Strong holdings.
Especially when you're only four-handed
First
here.
to act.
2 guys, suited aces against a pocket pair. We could have some fireworks here, too.
Man, Josh has 9 million chips and pocket fours. Brandon just raises it. Do you flat? Do you click it back? You never fold with 9 million chips, right?
Sorry, I'm just reading graphics. He is...
Oh, he did fold. Brandon was under the gun.
Okay.
And Josh was under the gun +1, which was also the button when you're four-handed. Small blind folded, big blind. Maybe he doesn't call because he's first to act and we've got both the blinds behind him.
Sure.
And fours just will not withstand another raise.
Sure.
And he said, I'll just keep my $500,000 and stay out of this hand.
You really do want stacks quite a bit deeper when you're playing those lower pocket pairs.
Yeah.
6 checks.
So it just so happens that pocket fours are still good.
400,000.
You good? Okay. Oh, yeah, that was 10 minutes ago, too. Yeah. Okay, so for the next 10 minutes, those graphics will be off, but our fearless leader fixed it, and in 10 minutes, it will be updated correctly. We're in a time warp here. That's messing me up so much. See, it says 776. It should be 778. We go to fix it. It's not fixed for 10 more minutes because of the time delay. All right. Mike's down to 2 big blinds.
Oh, I didn't realize he was quite that short.
Yeah, he took some bad coolers. He was on the wrong end of a couple. I think Josh took a bunch of his chips. I think Brandon got a bunch of his chips.
Well, we should get him in here with the ace.
Yeah, you've got an ace in the small blind. You just have to get it in. I'm surprised he didn't shove from the big blind.
Me too.
With an ace when Brandon opened it up. Look at that. They've all got an... Oh, Mike is just handcuffed now. You can't call off with ace 7. Well, you have to because he's got 2 big blinds.
Right.
And you just put half of one into the pot, and you've got an ace for all these reasons. He should do it. Hope Brandon comes... Oh, yeah. I'm not saying he should do it, but mathematically. You know, you hate to put him bad, though.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah. ICM considerations. Maybe he's just hoping for the best.
Yeah, maybe Brandon and Josh clash, and he can move up and win an extra couple thousand real dollars.
Exactly.
You know, you just when you're calling somebody and you have ace 7, you've got 3 outs. If they've got an ace, they've got you all kicked. If they've got a pair, you need to hit your ace. Unless they have a pair less than 7, then you've got 2 overcards, and that's about as best you can hope for. Brandon with the kings in the small blind. Arlie with queen 9. Mike, queen 3, right in the trash.
Unfortunately for the kings here, I don't think we're going to see much action.
No.
But you never know.
It's a waste of a good hand. You know what I love right here? If Brandon could do it, just call.
I like that too.
Just limp in and let Josh overplay his hand. Not that Josh has been doing that at all, but give him a chance to make a mistake. So tricky. He's not going to know. He's going to make it. Blinds are 200. He's going to make it 250. Josh is going to fold. We're going to go to the next hand.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get too sticky with the queen 6 off there.
I'm not sure what he raised it to because Heidi typed it in too fast. And Josh snap folded, so we decided, okay, done, hands done. And I didn't get to see what it was, but
I hear you.
Yeah, either way he raised, Josh wanted nothing to do with it. First and second, and Mike's just licking his lips going, please, guys, tangle. And please, Josh, win.
Yes,
Knock these guys out. I'll go heads up with you. Oh, here it is. Harley's ace-king. Josh, jack 10. Brandon, queen 10.
All Broadway cards here.
It's a pinochle deck.
Arlie gives it a little thought. Obviously, he's thinking about raise sizing and whatever else has to happen to get some chips in there.
12 big blinds. You don't want to just pile it into 2 players because you're going to lose them both. So let's just size it down a little bit. Let's make it 450.
The bet is 1.2 million.
1.2 million. That's too much. You can't go 6x.
How much was it? I'm sorry.
1.2 total.
6x is too much. You are going to pick up 500 though, because they're both going to fold. Why did it say 400? Oh, because he was a small blind. I was like, why did it say 400? He should have picked up 500, but 100 of it was his, so he only net 400.
Correct.
That's math.
Eric, I think I got to step out of the booth here, but I appreciate you having me on.
All done?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Chad.
Thank you. Folks at home, enjoy the video. Share with your friends. Happy New Year.
30 to 3? Sounds about average. Sounds about where it should be.
But they got that one field goal.
All in and a call.
All in and a call. We lost Chad, so I didn't see the action, but Arlie and Mike are both getting all of their chips in the middle with 10-6 versus King-Queen. Mike flops a queen. Arlie is down to 10%. He needs an 8. He's got a gut shot.
No, I wanted it low. Low. There, that's the part I wanted.
He misses it. It's a deuce.
450 total.
It was the one.
That's why I wanted it low.
So Mike's up to 3 big blinds now. He's got 700K.
No, that would have been middle. We didn't want middle cards. High cards, low cards.
Oh, well, that's why they got all in. Never mind. I was like, holy cow, that was so fast. Well, he was all in the blind.
Yep.
So it was a real good, easy call.
So they're down to 9 people last I checked too in the second chance tournament out there.
Okay.
So
Okay. And they're ready to come over whenever they are.
they're already out there. They're right out there.
I mean, they're ready to come to the future table whenever we're ready.
Yeah, you told them already. You
Yep.
broke the news, and then they all got excited. So
They got
we have
excited.
to send them there now.
Yes, Brandon with the aces. Flanders, I'll answer you in a second, Flanders. This hand is going to be over here, but let's make it official. All in and a call? Wow. Okay.
Zip ships it in the small there with 9-7 suited.
Yeah.
Brandon wakes up with rockets.
He hits a 7, 9 or a 7. He's got 4 outs now. There's a king. That takes away an out, so he's got 1 out left in the deck. He needs a 7 of clubs. 7 of clubs. He doesn't get it. We're going to lose Mike in, is that 4th place now for 6,300?
Who took 6th?
6th
Jamie
place was Jamie. So we lose Mike in 4th place for 6,300. Before that hand, I was going to answer Flanders and Twitch, who used the code !payouts. What you can do is in Streamlabs, you can put all these codes in. So if the people watching it know what that code means, they can type in !payouts and it'll pop up on the screen. Or they can put commentators and that'll pop up to like your Twitch chat or whatever you want. There's little codes you can do. I didn't do that. So he's trying to do that. He's a Twitch guy, obviously.
Right.
And so he tried to do the standard payouts.
Getting it.
You know, what are we doing?
You wanted the information, yeah.
Another one's like !, location, and it'll tell us we're playing the North Dakota State Poker title in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Sure.
You know, all these things that you can add to the Streamlabs software. But for your information, Flanders, first place is $20,550, and second place is $11,435. Third place is going to be just about, what is that? Just about $8,000 for third place. $7,935. Good job, Mikey. Great job for your first tournament this year. In a year. I thought she was making a joke because it's the first day of the year. First year of the day. First tournament of the year.
Zeitz hasn't played a tournament in over a year, yeah.
Bubba's saying Thriller. I don't know what that means, though. Nothing. No, I have nothing set up, Bubba. Sorry. I mean, you can try all the exclamation point codes you want. I have nothing set up. I don't even know what Thriller would be. I need to learn these cool codes. Josh, 9.1 million. Brandon, right behind him, was 7.3 million. Arlie, don't count him out. He's still got 13 big blinds. We're three-handed at the final table. Roughrider Poker Tour.
9 folds.
Arlie with the 5 deuce.
7 goes all in.
He calls. Brandon shoves. Arlie folds. Scotch. Nothing. Oh, that would be fun. Next time. Next time I come in a day early and set up, we'll have a scotch game. I promise. Not on a real game anymore. Water and coffee for me this weekend, boys. Water and coffee. All right. Brandon's in the small blind with a 10 jack suited. 7.4 million chips.
7 raises makes it 400,000.
Makes it 400,000. Just a min click. Josh has a 5-6. He's got 200 in. He's halfway there. He lets it go.
Just out of curiosity, did you reduce the ante?
Yeah.
It's four-handed. Reduce it.
Well,
And I believe when you
I
go
know, I
heads up,
didn't
it goes
change
away.
it here.
Now the clock is fixed. We are at 3 players left out of the 778 total. Brandon is creeping up on Josh. He has designs to not let Josh win a second title.
To the dealer. How it all ends.
Boom. Cosmo's got Kirkland on hand. Next time I'm streaming a 701 tournament.
7 folds.
Josh calls from the small with a 5-9 suited. Arlie just shoves with his ace. He's got...
1.150.
Oh, I know why the math was wrong. Our big blind, or our ante is the size of a small blind. now.
Yep.
I was like, why is this math wrong? What's Arlie's last name? I think I played a few tournaments with him.
Brandvold, Brandvold.
Okay.
Brandvold.
When you're four-handed, you make the ante
The big
the
blind
size
ante,
of the
yep.
small blind.
Right, yeah.
Okay. The big blind still pays it, obviously,
Yep.
but it's only half price now.
Yep.
Got it. We did that at the Venetian when the big blind ante first came out like 3-4 years ago.
Yep.
That's what they did. And then TDA had a meeting and said, never reduce.
Yeah.
Never.
Hashtag team never reduce.
Team never reduce. Anti hashtag anti first. All right, Josh has got the queens, three-handed. You've got to play it. You got to play it if you want to get these guys to get their chips in. I would like to call. These guys have been shoving on you. Okay, it wouldn't have worked this specific hand regardless. But if he just limps in and maybe Arlie decides to shove on him again, set that bear trap.
Absolutely.
Now the average stack is 6 million, and that makes a lot more sense. $25K start. So you must have had 20K starting stacks in the past, and this was an old computer that
It's just
Kevin set up.
no,
or
it's just
Keith
was-
set up.
Yeah, when he set it up today
Okay.
or yesterday, whatever the first flight, he just
Okay.
put 20K because that's our standard starting. So we just
Right.
misclicked
Okay.
or whatever.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking. He just grabbed an old template
Right.
and
No, I
didn't
think he just
didn't adjust it.
and
Just
then
a
we
little-
didn't notice it. I guess
No, you don't notice it. I mean,
Yeah.
how do you notice it with
All in.
800 people
yeah,
in?
right.
I mean, it's easy to tell when there's 7 people left,
Right.
but now when there's 700,
Yeah.
you're like, wait a second, this chip count is off. You know, and we would never be able to tell when there was more than one table because maybe the other table had all the chips. Or maybe the other table had no chips and we had all the chips, you know, whatever the case may be. So it just happened to be we have to get them all at the final table and then recognize that the chip counts are off. And then fix it. So
How many are left in the second chance, Keith? 7, okay.
tell them to slow down if they want to get a shot at the feature table. Josh has pocket 4s.
Sub Zeets, nice run.
It was fun to watch. He had I was saying that they're like, well, he's down to 3 big blinds, and what do you do?
9-6.
Jack 9-3. Harley's gonna bet it out with middle pair. Josh only has 1 out.
9 folds.
It's a pretty easy fold. So Arley's looking to chip up. So how much did the second chance tournament, what's the prize pool on that? Over or under
I think it was
7,000?
just over 20K.
20K. Okay,
Just
so you
over.
crushed that 100K guarantee for the
Yep.
for the weekend. You're at like 115.
Yeah, it
or
was
something.
23,280.
Okay.
23,280, and this one is 93. So 23,280. So between the two tournaments, we
Yeah, you're at 116,000.
correct. Yep.
On a 100K guarantee. Nice.
4 folds.
It's a good little weekend for a $150 tournament.
Yep.
Super well run. Arley's up to 3 million now. He doubles up through
Yeah,
either
he's
one of these
right.
guys. He's
Yeah.
right in it.
Absolutely.
You know, and they swap places basically. This is a dogfight right now.
Yeah, I think it's more like
Now
a cat
Brandon's
fight,
got the
actually.
queens. Cat fight. Yeah, Brandon's got the queens.
Mhm.
I want to. Arley's got
All
an
in for the
ace.
call.
Holy
I
cow.
it happened before I could say it. I'm like, Arley might just shove with an ace.
Ace
He's going to
7
see the
versus
bad
2
news.
queens.
He's still 70-30 right now with an ace. So, yep. He needs an ace and an ace only. He's got backdoor jack queen. That didn't happen. Just needs an ace, 3 outs one time.
Good game, man.
No ace for Arley.
No
Third
ace.
place. Hell of a run, though. Arley Brandvold, he's going to cash for $7,935.
We're heads up. I'm going to, well, this is 10 minutes ago. I was going to say I'll go adjust the cameras. So,
Well, you're still good, right?
Well, I can, and then we'll see it in 10 minutes. The problem we're going to have is those other 2 cameras are going to point at empty chairs when it's cycling. Not a big deal. I'm going to go adjust it anyway just so it won't happen in the future because this heads-up battle could take an hour.
It could.
You know,
Hour
so-
and 7 minutes, perhaps.
Probably an hour and 7 minutes. I'll
I'm
go
just
fix
going to chill on the couch while you do that.
it. Perfect.
So heads up now. We do remove the big blind ante. Blinds are 100, 200. Wow, Brandon, first hand here gets pocket queens in the big blind. Josh just limps in on the button. And Brandon is reaching.
For 700,000.
Makes it 700, an additional 700 total. Wow, I know if I'm Josh, I'm definitely peeling with 9-10 suited in position there, heads up, but can't blame him for laying it down. He's going to wait for a better spot, he decides. Turns out he's up against a monster in pocket queens. So average chip stack now is just under 10 million. So these guys could play a while. They're pretty deep still, 50 big blinds is around your average chip stack. So Brandon does flop 2 pair here. Josh is going to make the call with queen high. Heads up, can't blame him. Turn is an ace. He can catch a straight on the river with the 10 as well as a queen or a jack for the better hand. Brandon's going to fire again, not putting Josh on a king or an ace. He's going to bet 300. Josh does pick up some equity here, so he does make the call. 9 on the river. Josh is left with queen high, so he checks, and Brandon is going to check behind as well. And he will win that pot. So I know Patrick said he was going to go out there and gross up some of the 25Ks as well, just because it seemed like there was a lot in play. And then I told him he could come back here and watch himself gross it up.
Perfect.
You know, so
in 10 minutes, you're going to watch me go play with all the cameras.
I can't wait, honestly.
Yeah. So for the next 10 minutes, we're going to see empty seats in the. Whenever the camera flashes from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're going to see empty seats. I went and moved it around. I put the 1, 2, 3 on Josh. I put the 4, 5 on Brandon.
Sure.
Just
6 of clubs, 2 of diamonds.
with the other technology, I was able to turn off cameras, but this one, you can't turn off cameras. So I just moved them around so we don't see the dead seats. Not a big deal. It's just something I don't want to have. I mean, I don't want to have dead seats. We don't care about that.
Yep. I don't want dead anything,
Dead
especially
anything.
not dead plants.
I don't mind dead blinds. I'll take those. Dead plants.
Yeah, I don't like those.
Is there a background joke I don't know? Or you just don't like dead plants?
I just hate them.
Okay.
Don't like dead plants. I really like to see them, just water them and keep them healthy, and that's
love
it.
Plants. I'm a fan of plants.
Do you have a garden?
I do. I have grass.
You have grass.
I
Okay.
have grass. When there was a drought last year, and I live just on the
There's
outs-
Keith.
There's Keith, my man.
What's up,
He's
Keith?
gonna sit there for the next 10 minutes. And he does, because he was still sitting there when I walked out there, which
Oh,
was
wow.
10 minutes later.
Awesome.
So we're
So
gonna
now can you go change the cameras back so we can still see Keith every once in a while? There he is.
literally twiddling his thumbs. This is the best. It'll only happen between hands when the cameras are cycling. In a hand, the cameras are going to be focused on the player whose turn it is to act.
Okay. So it's about to switch over here
It's
pretty
about
soon
to
then.
switch over. We're between hands, so now it's going to cycle and do 10 seconds on every camera randomly. So it'll give us 10 seconds there. It'll give us 10 seconds there. It'll switch to the next camera. What you want is the 3, 4, 5 camera. This is a 1, 2 camera. You're going to want the 3, 4, 5 camera and see Keith twiddling his thumbs. Oh, the hand started, so we didn't get it.
But next hand. we
Next
will.
time it should be
Next-
the first
after
one in.
this hand, yeah.
So the mountains are blue in my new favorite beer.
That's when you know it's your new favorite one?
I don't get paid to drink Ultra.
It's true.
Unless that whole Coors Light to sponsor thing was a joke.
No, I mean, they're on the felt.
They're on
Coors
the
Light's
felt.
on the
All
felt,
right.
so.
I'm drinking Coors Light then. I think when we're down to heads up, I can afford a beer. I've stuck to coffee and water all weekend. Brandon hits the 10. He's going as slow as possible. He called a bet. He checked the turn. He checked the river. He's trying to induce a bet, and it's going to work because Josh can't win without betting. He's going to put out 700, and Brandon's going to snap him off.
Paul, what you got?
Call.
You want to see it?
All right.
You want to see it? Yeah. See it? You called to see it?
Josh didn't want to show his hand.
He moved.
Oh, he moved. Keith was sitting there literally twiddling his thumbs. Is he back? Okay, we'll see him again.
Well, then but you gotta go change the cameras back. So
Well,
point at him. That's what
He's-
Kyle
he's
just texted
waiting
me.
to
He
check
said,
these
"What
guys
does
up."
Keith even do?" Is what he
Yeah.
said. Literally twiddling his thumbs.
literally twiddling his thumbs. What are you looking for, Anastasia?
Over
Oh,
where?
Benny's using it as a
Oh,
footrest.
the big one that we've been using. Yeah.
Benny, the dealer, he's using it as a footrest because this table is like 2 inches higher than a normal poker table. Josh picks up another big blind. So Brandon has taken the commanding chip lead. He's got a 2-1 lead over Josh. He's got the best hand right now. He flops the best draw.
Wow.
Josh has a 5 and a gut shot straight draw.
They
but
both, yeah.
Brandon can hit any diamond, any king, any 10.
That's enough for him to bet.
Yeah, because he raised pre-flop 500 and Josh called, so he could easily have an ace. Your heads up though, is your 4 of diamonds good if it comes out? I mean that's a hard thing because what are the chances it's 25% chance your opponent has a diamond. That's going to be a tough one. Good raise. It worked. He didn't put himself in that spot of do I have to hit a diamond. He just said I'm going to take it right now. Bold play, Josh. I like it. 4 minutes left in level 24. We are heads up at the final table. North Dakota State Poker title. Brought to you by the Roughrider Poker Tour.
Yep, we are at the Ramkota Hotel and Conference Center here in Bismarck.
Josh with the ace 10 suited. That is a monster hand, heads up. Thank you,
Harley?
Anastasia. We appreciate you.
Nice run, buddy. Sick run.
Josh, you bet that you raised that last time you folded, correct?
This one's on him, that one's on him.
Brandon's straight folded.
Okay, so what happened was Brandon folded
Cycling through the 2, I think.
and it happened so fast that Benny was already dealing the next hand before Melissa could type it in.
Okay.
I don't know what the action was, but the hand was over so fast, Melissa didn't get it typed in. I don't know if it was a raise, fold, snap, boom.
That's 300,000, 7.
Look at this guy walking around in a suit thinking he's important, messing with all the cameras. About 10
Oh,
minutes
there he
ago.
was.
He's quick. I know, that's what Anastasia just said.
Thank you, Anastasia. You also did an amazing job this weekend. Oh, Jeremy, I put 2 in there.
Brandon raised to 400K with a queen 8. I guess the hands are very irrelevant now. Keith Heine, MSPT champion, good friend of mine, says I've never played a Roughrider event. I have to check one out. Love to have you, Keith. You would have a blast with these guys. Where are you from, Keith? St. Louis? And do you have a HPT bracelet also Focus in the cameras. Whoa, wrong way. There we go.
Wow, you're messing with the cameras and you're sitting right next to me. This is insane.
Time travel. I'm telling you, Inception. You gotta watch that
Inception,
movie.
just like Inception. Yeah, go and watch it this week.
I'm gonna download and watch it on my 8-hour ride home.
Yeah, it's well, you're gonna watch it while you're driving.
Well, I just listened to it.
Okay, well, yeah, it's going to blow your mind,
I like
and
having my
maybe
mind blown.
blow a tire out.
I just replaced a tire last week.
Yeah, well, might happen again. That's another time thing that you'll learn from Inception.
Oh no. Okay.
Did you ever watch the new Batman movies at all? Like a couple years, I mean, probably 10 years ago now, but the
Yes.
newest. Okay, so that director, the same director, he did Inception, so he's known for those.
Okay.
You know, he's also did. Did you ever see Interstellar before with Matthew McConaughey?
No, I've seen it, but not watched the movie. I like
So
seen
same
the
director
ads.
there.
Okay, that's
in
good.
that one. So he's my favorite director.
All right.
And his name, it's gapping me right now, but I'm definitely going to look it up. I'm going to go to IMDb. Christopher Nolan, yes, correct. That is Christopher Nolan. He's my
Time
favorite
saver.
director.
Do you know what IMDb stands for?
Internet Movie Database.
I thought it was international.
No, Internet Movie Database, because you go to the internet to look at movies, and they have a database.
It's a database about movies on the internet.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
And there's Patrick, grossing off some of the 25Ks. Brandon's got a lot of them, so he's going to put in some more plaques.
Hey Keith, what do you think about streaming day one starting at the first break? It's something we talked about earlier. Steve says.
Thank you,
have
Steve.
great
Yeah,
taste in
I do
movies.
like to believe I have a great taste in movies. All his Christopher Nolan's one. He also did The Prestige, which is I don't know if you've seen that one before, but that's a movie with a couple magicians like Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman are in that. So yeah, he's just a really good director. So I like to get. My wife doesn't exactly like the same movies that I do because she
Right.
reads books.
I love books.
Okay, yeah. So she gets what I get from a movie by reading her books, and then I get what I want by watching a 2.5-3 hour movie.
I've got a great story about that.
I would love to hear it.
So my 22-year-old, when he was about probably when Harry Potter first came out.
Yes,
so
Memento too. Steve Madsen said Memento. That's another one.
Oh,
that
I have
one,
seen that.
That one will
That's-
blow
that's
your
good.
mind.
That's
Yeah,
fabulous.
that was like one of his first ones, Memento. So, yeah.
So when did Harry Potter come out?
When did Harry Potter come out?
Ballpark.
I don't know. My wife knows that, but she might be sleeping.
1999, that long ago?
Oh, Steve, what was the newest one that Christopher Nolan did? The name on it is gapping me here. It was also another one to do with time. It was big in theaters. It would have been during. It was supposed the pandemic really delayed it.
Oh,
It was a big what? No. It was a big one.
Clockwork Orange.
No, I bet Steve's gonna get it here if you just give him about 7 to 10 seconds
Yeah,
here.
I was going to say he's on a 30-second buffer delay.
Oh, 30 seconds.
Tenet.
There it is. Tenet.
Boom, he got it.
Tenet.
So
That,
he snap answered you. It took 30 seconds for him to hear the question, though.
Yep.
1997, Cosmo said. Was that the book or the movie? 750. So regardless, my son's probably 10 years old. Hold on, we've got an ace-4 against ace-queen hand that might turn into something. It's hard to fold the ace heads up. He's going to call 450. He hits his 4. All right, Josh needs an ace to have a higher 2-pair with a queen kicker, or a queen to have a higher 2-pair with an ace kicker. Okay, the book comes out in 1997. When did the movie come out? Question mark. This is so hard to fold ace queen right now, right? You don't put him on a king because there's 2 on the board.
Right.
Who cares about a 4? You didn't come with a 4. You could be doing this with. Oh, wow, this is so tough. You have to float for $1 million. Lost the audio? Okay, we hear everything.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Checking. It's on our Focusrite. Our thing
Yeah.
is beeping on our side. How much is Brandon going to raise, or is he just going to flat?
I think he's going to flat.
I want to see a raise here.
Speaking of flat, tell me more about that tire incident that you had.
the flat tire.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Brandon
it's working.
folds.
He folds!
Wow.
Wow, that wasn't even on the radar.
Did Josh raise that pre-flop?
Josh raised pre-flop.
Yep.
Brandon defends with ace 4.
So he just must have put him on a pair.
He hits
That's
his
it.
4.
Right.
Checks to him. I thought it was a check raise trap.
He
and
just
he
put him
laid
on a
it down.
pair and
Wow.
didn't want to
Josh,
get involved.
Josh must be exuding confidence with his ace queen.
Of course he is. Look at him.
And
He's heads
and
up.
Brandon went, man, my pair of 4s are no good
Yep.
with this guy. Look at how happy he is to have his hand right now. Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So-
and then I also just heard the second chance tournament's down to 4 players.
4 players.
So there's
Oh,
a chance
man.
it might be over before
It might
this
be over
heads-up
before
battle,
these
and they'll
guys,
miss
'cause
their
they're
feature
deep.
table,
They're
table time.
right neck to neck. Brandon's 10 million to 8 million. Keith Heine, Inception on plane. I'm going
See?
to. I'm going to watch it on the plane.
Yeah,
I'm going to
Inception on a
Dominican
plane. Yeah,
Republic.
absolutely. It's really a mind bender. You do have to watch it, more than one
Dang it.
time. And I've seen it.
This is tricky. Josh
7
check
to 10
top
times.
pair. Brandon catches up on the turn.
Mhm.
And now Josh does a delayed continuation bet for 400. Brandon thinks he's good with his 7 after you
Yeah.
check on the turn. This might.
Wow, in Brandon's
Not all-
eyes, he's probably
all-
not afraid of
yeah.
that river.
Oh,
either.
not at all.
Not at all. Yeah.
Not all trappers wear fur hats.
So he's going to make that call, I'm assuming here.
Easy call.
Yep, easy call.
Easy call.
So Josh checked that flop, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
both
that's
check
going to pay it off.
That's
Yep,
that's
yep.
such a trap. Good
So
job.
you got 2 streets of value there.
Well played. He bets a flop. He goes away next hand. We don't even, we don't get all those chips.
Yep.
So my son's probably 10 years old, watches the movies, goes back and reads the book. He comes in so excited. Dad. He's reading Harry Potter. The book has deleted scenes in it. It's like that. He's like 10, 11 years old. It was great. It was like one of my favorite stories about books because I'm a book guy. What's the, they got to be 10 to 10, right?
10 to 10?
Like 10 million to okay, Brandon's down to 8.8.
Yeah.
Josh is 9.8, so we're really close. Average is 9.72, and they both got about 9.7. 9.8 and 9.3. We're close. Oh, you know why it's off? Because we had a few people double bag and forfeit a couple 100,000 chips.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I like the way you do it, where you allow them to play again,
Right.
but you don't pay them for their double bag.
Yep, and somebody asked me too, like, why don't you do the thing where if they, if they do double bag, then they get X amount of money, but I just don't like that money getting sucked out of the prize pool.
Right.
So.
I don't like that. Yeah, exactly.
That's why I don't like, knockout tournaments really, or bounty tournaments as
Oh.
well. It's just because it just takes more money out of the prize pool. I mean, a lot of people like it because it's fun to add that extra
Yeah,
incentive. So we do them sometimes,
Yeah, I don't mind the bounty tournaments, especially because you can. Oh, Brandon's got the kings. Josh is going to raise with a 10-5 suited.
I think he just called. He limped.
Oh,
him,
he
yeah.
called. Okay. Raised to 700. Oh,
Keith, this was a $150 buy-in, and we had 4 starting flights. We ended up with a total of 778 entries. North Dakota state law is a $300 buy-in for tournaments, so you could play 2 flights, or you could play 1 flight and re-enter. So it created a prize pool of just under 93,000, and then our second chance tournament as well too, which is a draw for a lot of players. Oh wow, we got an action head here. Anyway, our second chance tournament also had 194 entries on top of it as well. That was a 1-day tournament today, and then they're at the final table over there. But Josh has got a flush draw. Brandon's got kings.
Josh shoves, right?
I mean,
Or
I
is
don't
he
know.
Just gonna call and get there.
They still got, like you
They're
said,
still super,
they're super
deep.
deep, yeah, so I don't know. Turn is a 4. Very innocuous card there. I'm sure Brandon is not afraid of that.
put him on a queen, you bet a little less. If you put him on a heart draw, you bet a little more.
1.2.
1.2 million. Sounds like a good bet. There's 2-9 in the pot. Another call.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to lay it down.
This is such a huge pot.
Huge pot here, very crucial.
5 million in the pot.
7 of diamonds. Josh is left with 10 high on the button here. I wonder if Brandon is even thinking about giving him a chance to hang himself by checking here. Not that, giving Josh a chance to bet.
No, Brandon just went all
Yeah,
in.
we just
Took
went
it
all
away.
in, yep.
Took it away from him. Look at this guy. What are you doing there? Grossing off.
Patrick.
He was like, okay. Yeah.
So a lot of chips there for Brandon to stack.
Wow. Good time to get kings. Good flop.
700.
Yeah, he won like $500,000 in the pot. I mean 5 million. I had to move the decimal point because 5 million is such a big number. I was thinking 500,000, but it was like 5 million. It was kings against a flop flush draw, and he got paid both streets and then shoved the river when the heart misses. Aggression frequency is really ramped up now that we're short-handed. We're heads up, and they're both.
I've been waiting all weekend to use that word innocuous, by the way.
Innocuous.
Yep. I
That's a
got
good
it
word.
in there.
That's like a $5 word.
Also, yesterday I used the word usurp.
Usurp. That's a good word.
Yep, sure is.
Josh raises to 750 with the queen 10 suited, and Brandon lets it go.
I'm going to quick go check here and see how many are left in the second chance tournament.
Sounds great. Tell them to slow down if they want to stream. 11 million for Brandon, just under 8 million for Josh.
Call, check.
Here's a call and a check. 3-4-5. Josh has an open ender. Brandon has top pair. Josh is just going to go ahead and lead right out for 400. Brandon calls. I think if we get a blank on the, that's a pretty safe card for Brandon.
600,000.
So I think Brandon might raise now. Brandon flops top pair. Josh flops an open ender. Josh bets 400. Brandon calls 8 on the turn. Brandon calls another 600K bet. Another 8. 5s are good. Does Josh give up or does he fire again? There's 2.6 in the pot. He's gonna fire again with king high. It's got to be good. It's got to be like no. He gave up. He talked himself out of it at the end. Brandon knows he has the best hand now. Is he gonna go for some thin value? Basically to disguise his hand so he doesn't want Josh to know what he's doing. And looks like 600, 700,000. Josh is going to go away. Played perfectly. How many players in the second chance tournament? How many left or how many started?
Second chance tournament. We had 194 entries in the second chance
And we're
tournament.
down to 3.
They're down to 4
They're
right
down to
now.
4.
Yeah, I think this was or I know it was our biggest second chance tournament here. I think we had 180 a couple years ago as well. But yeah, it's always like our definitely our biggest second chance tournament. It's almost our
And they do 25-minute levels.
25-minute levels. Yep.
$150 buy-in.
$150 buy-in,
How many
20,000
chips?
starting stack.
20,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I structure it to get done at the same time,
Right,
essentially.
So
or not,
you skip
or not
some
past,
levels?
ideally.
You skip a couple levels?
No, not really, but it's just
Really?
25-minute levels. And
Right.
we do breaks every 4 levels. So that kind
Instead
of helps
right,
speed it up.
For
yeah.
sure, for sure.
So I've had
Yeah, don't
almost,
take
we've
as
had
many
tournaments
breaks.
before where we do a second chance tournament and they both end like within like minutes of each other.
Really?
So that's perfect.
Yeah, that's
You know,
great.
we don't love when the main event ends and we have to hang around extra like multiple hours for the second
Oh,
chance
yeah,
tournament.
yeah.
So.
No, I think, and I said this before on the stream, for a $150 tournament, this structure is way too good
Yeah,
for
I know.
the players.
It's
It's just so
good.
good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can say about it. 40-minute levels. This is a $500 tournament,
Right.
easily.
Yeah, well, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. That was my idea. You know, I want to be able to bring you
Yeah.
know, a good tournament like
Yeah.
that.
You don't have all the overhead of a casino that has to pay all those people, so you
Yep.
can give them a good
Yep.
tournament like this.
I definitely that's we joke about all the time about how the structure is too good. It's too
It
immaculate.
is
so.
too good. I mean, you should be charging more rake to fund this tournament. That's just me. I mean, this is like for a $150 buy-in, 20-minute. Your last chance tournament is perfect. You know, starts at 1, gets done at 11. You get 10 hours of play, $150 buy-in. That's right. This is a 4 flights, 2-day tournament. It's beautiful for $150. Live streamed. Josh needs to raise every hand pre and C-bet, I guess. That's my Jordan Miller, my man. Met him down in Tropicana.
Tropicana, beautiful down there, huh?
Yeah, the Evansville, Indiana. The so not it's I think that's where I met you, Jordan. He was just crushing. He made the feature table, made the final table back when all we did was final tables. He's a crusher. Josh has
Looks
a
like we
queen
might
10.
have some action here. Brandon completes on the button.
Brandon's got the ace-9, and he's going to. Josh raised it.
Yep, and he's gonna call the
Okay.
button, so he limp called
So
there. And the button.
Brandon limped with a suited ace.
Yeah, and then
That's
just
tricky.
flatted the raise. Yeah.
That's tricky. Oh no, he never has an ace here. He flats twice. Evansville, yes. Yeah, if I'm Josh, I know Brandon never has an ace here. He didn't limp call with an ace. Heads up.
Right.
This is so tricky for Brandon. If he just flats here, Josh is going to hang himself. Josh. Oh! Who just went?
Wow, Josh moves
Josh.
all in.
Wow. The 6 doesn't change anything. See, this is Josh.
He
And a call.
calls. Holy.
Oh, that was such a good play by Brandon, just slow playing that ace the whole way. He trapped him. Oh, wow. Slightly behind, Benny says. He's got 11%, Benny.
Here it comes.
He needs a queen or a 10. He's slightly behind.
Oh my gosh. Holy moly, that was about a $9,000 river there.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Wow, I'm speechless.
Wow, LFG Josh in the chat. Gross. 2022 doomed. Oh, wow. I mean, it was game over. Wow, we were
Wow, huge pot. Pot of the tournament right there.
Minray says lucky duck. Josh outplayed him on the Josh. Yeah, Keith, that is accurate. Josh did outplay him on the river. I can't really fault Josh because Brandon never has an ace. And you know, your second pair is good.
Yep, that was a huge one.
Oh man. That one hurts. That one's gonna hurt, Brandon. That is the Josh we know and love. You left out the and love. We know and love that Josh. While they're counting chips, who are the 4 left in the second chance tourney? This was 10 minutes ago. So,
I'll go take a look for
yeah,
Bubba.
yeah, we can look.
Yeah, I'll go take a look here, Bubba.
Wow, let's go, Brandon. Jer Hansen says. All in with pocket 9s. Brandon folds a jack 7. Jim Paskett says, let's go, Brandon.
Those are in stacks of 2 mil, right, Josh?
That is such a dirty game we play.
Okay, don't worry about it. Just,
So we've got 15 million to just under 4 million. He doubles up twice, and we're back in it. Wow. I'm still wowing that. Now Brandon wakes up with a couple of 7s. Josh has 2 undercards that are suited. The 4-6 suited. I'm calling any reasonable bet. All right, Josh hits a 6. He might think it's good with second pair. He's going to lead out with it. He bets 400. Brandon calls. Check on the turn. I've got some kind of lag going on here. Everything seems a little bit slow right now. All right, it caught up all of a sudden. Weird. That hasn't happened all weekend. I don't know what that was about. That's okay. When Josh checks the turn, Brandon knows he's ahead. He's not giving him a free card. In a 1.4 million chip pot, he's going to bet about 850. And Josh just gives it away. He doesn't like that 6. He's not happy about it at all. So 20 minutes left in level 25. North Dakota State Poker Title, Roughrider Poker Tour. Last chance going on in the background. So 10 minutes ago they must have been on break because nobody was sitting at the table. I said 10 minutes ago the last chance tournament must have been on break because there was nobody sitting at the table back there. So they must have had a break. Brandon has an ace suited wheel cards. We haven't seen Josh's cards yet. Brandon's counting out a raise, it looks like. And we still haven't seen Josh's cards. He's got too many chips in his way.
So while we're over the second chance tournament, it's Justin Whitecalf, Justin Olson, Jimmy. I think Jimmy Hadley and Nick On.
Justin Whitecalf?
Yep.
Okay. Who else? Justin
Olson.
Olson,
Yep.
RPT main event champion. When did he win? Recently?
So yeah, we do a tournament. It's a $300 buy-in. We always do it, and it mirrors the structure of the WSOP main event.
Oh,
Except we do 40-minute levels for it, and it's a 2-day tournament.
okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
this year we did that. We had that
One flight?
So yeah, it's just one total flight.
Okay.
Yep. We just did it here, a few weeks ago. We had 119 players for that.
I actually was going to play that, and I had something conflict with it.
Yeah.
Both players are playing extremely well. Josh has luck on his side.
I mean, his is pretty much dead on, so his has to be.
Yeah, it's close. It's good. It's close enough.
Josh has got 14 million. Brandon's got just under 5 million. Oh, Brandon hits a piece of it, but Josh hits a better piece of it. It's so tough to make a pair when your head's up, especially. And he just folded. Josh is making folds I would never make. Heads up and you flop a pair, middle pair, even though it's a 3, there's a deuce tray out there, you flop a pair, I'm not
Playing for $700.
easily. And Brandon just throws it in the muck, doesn't care. Brandon with a 9-6 suited. Josh has an ace deuce. Josh makes it 700. Brandon calls.
9-6.
Brandon flops the flush draw. Josh checks his ace high. Brandon leads out for 700 when it's checked to him. Ace high goes in the muck. Yeah, hold on a second. All right, Josh has ace king. He's gonna raise and take it. I wonder what Josh is going to do with that extra 9,000. Many a slip twixt the cup and the lip. But he's got the momentum on his side right now.
And his hand on his hip. I'm going to take a sip.
You a freestyle rapper?
I tell you what.
I'm a poet and didn't know it. Josh, 14 million. Brandon, 5 million. North Dakota State Poker title. Roughrider Poker Tour.
Really?
That's fine.
That's fine. She just made that up.
700,000 is the bet.
Josh has got 6-6. They are Longfellows. But my feet show it. Pat Brunell. What's Pat Brunell? Is that a person, a player, one of your guys' players?
The name rings a bell.
Brandon's got bottom pair. Josh has a middle pocket pair. How can Brandon just keep folding pairs? It's so hard to make a pair. Your head's up and he just correctly makes the right fold every time. Flanders said, I was at the table with the guy in the blue. Cool to see he's still in. That is Roughrider 2019. He won this event exactly 2 years ago, Josh Dahlstrom.
Yeah, very impressive that he's back here at the final table. That was, 700 plus players as well when we had that. So for him to make his way back to this final table and be heads
So
up
hard
is,
to win a tournament.
yeah, it's unbelievable, honestly.
Just to make 2 final tables was amazing in 700 player fields. Speaking of chip in a chair, Keith Heine has one of the best chip in a chair stories. He was down to, back when we had traditional antes, he was down to an ante and backpack on, coat on, ready to go rebuy, and he ended up doubling up. And long story short, I think he took second place in that tournament. And
Wow,
he was
down to an
nothing
ante?
on day one, like early in day one. And again, Brandon gets the worst of it. He flops another pair. Josh flops another pair higher than him. Brandon has folded so many times with a pair and been correct. I don't think he can do it again. I know he did it 5 times more than I would have. Oh, jeez, how is he doing this? He's got a soul read on Josh. I'm heads up with second pair and a king kicker. It's all going in the middle. How good is he? Is there anybody watching that would have folded all of those hands correctly like Brandon is? Because I'm not one of those people. There you can see the second chance tournament in the background. We're down to 4 players. Just got back from break. True story. He chopped his ante. He didn't even win it. He chopped it. I forgot about that. My Keith Haney guy. All right, Brandon's got the queen 6. Josh has a mystery hand. Yeah, Kramer says no chance he's folding all these times. 10, 4, 5. Check, check. We got a king of spades. Check, check.
I'm just looking for my buddy.
And a 9 of diamonds. Check, check. 8-6 Josh shows. And queen high wins it. Please. Thank you. Brandon down to 2.2 million chips, 7 big blinds. Bubba Joe says I always fold the hands on TV poker. Brandon with the ace-5 suited. Now's, thank you so much. Josh with another mystery hand. We've got the 5 deuce 10. Brandon's got the nut flush draw. and middle pair. I totally missed he had middle pair. Brandon's got flush draw, middle pair. Just calls so trappy. Deuce of diamonds on the turn.
1 million.
Josh leads out again. $1 million. Do you raise if you're Brandon with middle pair? I mean, a 10 beats you and a deuce beats you, but you've always got the backup clubs all in.
Yeah.
Call, let's see it.
All in and a
and
call.
that
Wow.
was easy. I mean, on our side of it for Brandon.
Five, two pair, fives and deuces.
So Brandon chose 5. What does Josh have?
He's got a deuce of hearts, apparently.
Deuce of hearts. I think Melissa's going to type it in.
Congratulations, Brandon.
6 of spades on the river. Game over. Do you,
That's pretty impressive.
deuce of hearts. 8 of clubs.
Deuce of hearts, 8 of clubs. There. Wow.
Leading hand.
Trip deuces.
Wow. Brandon ran so bad, played so well. Kudos to Josh. Played fabulous. Got lucky when he needed to. Phenomenal. Great to both of you. The second chance table does not want to move to the feature table, so we are done for the night. Thank you for watching. And
Yes, thank you, Eric,
That's
for coming down and streaming the North Dakota State Poker title.
next event next week you have
Yep, Saturday and Sunday.
How
Yep.
much better.
150 buy-in
So, yep, Harvey's a 150 buy-in with an optional 150
with
add-on.
a rebuy. Or add-on or rebuy?
Option, either or, add-on
Okay.
or rebuy, but a
So
one
you
or the
can
other.
sit down for 300 if
One
you
or the
want
other.
to.
Yep, an estimated
All right,
$7,000 first place prize. That'll be at the Harvey Eagles Club in Harvey, North Dakota. We always get over 100 humans there. There's a good following in Harvey. So
Perfect. All right, excellent. Great job, Josh Dahlstrom. Great job.
there's his trophy.
Very fun to watch.
Yeah.
Blocking my cameras now. All right, we'll see
Wow,
you at
he
the next
won it
one.
in 2019, wins it in 2021. Pretty
700
crazy.
days later, he wins again. All right, excellent. Where is the event? Who's left in the second chance? I don't know. There's 4 guys back there.
Yeah, there's still 4 guys, I think, last
The
day.
same 4 guys that we told you 10 minutes ago
Yep.
are still in it. What event do you want to know about, Flanders? The one we just told you about?
The event we just told you about. Event number 1 is on Saturday at the Harvey Eagles Club in Harvey, North
in 5
Dakota.
days, 6 days.
Yep, go to roughriderpokertour.com, click on the calendar tab. We're booked a year out on our schedule, so
Thank you, Bubba.
we have a full
Harvey,
calendar
North
on there.
Dakota.
Yep.
All right. That one will not be streamed.
No, it will not be streamed.
All right. That's it.
That's it. That's a
Any-
wrap.
Do you want to talk about your sponsors or?
Yeah, we'd just love to plug our last sponsors. Thank you for, we had 10 different sponsors that sponsored all the free roll seats, 5 different ones as well that sponsored the top 5 players on the leaderboard, and Lost Electric was the sponsor for the live stream. B&B Roofing, Badlands Truck and Trailer Repair, Executive Limousine, Spiritwood Resort, Spiritwood Lake, Spiritwood Casino.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Got him. All right.
Titan Plumbing, Heating and Air, NLF Outdoors, Rock 30 Games, Blue Hawk Audio and Video, Lux Concrete, The Poker Parlor, like I said, Spirit Lake Casino, Canada Construction,
You know, that was 2 years ago.
Surface Innovation.